I'm Rebecca. This is Kindly Typical. Be kind, have fun, and get it done. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a bed. What? Don't people know how to make beds? Maybe, probably. There are hundreds of thousands, if not more, millions of beds out there, and there's probably just as many ways to make them. But I do think some people might not know how to make a bed in a way that will be healthy and sustainable for them. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Let me know if you have a way that you think is better or any suggestions. This is how I do it. So we're going to go through what I call the anatomy of a healthy bed. So starting, you have a mattress. I'm going to assume you have a mattress. And then the mattress pad or protector, the sheets, the blanket, the pillows, the pillow covers, the pillowcases. Again, there are so many ways to do this. This is my way and it has worked for me for many years. So you get a good mattress. You want to keep it clean. Mattresses are expensive and you want to keep them working for you and your family, no matter what age your family members are, for a really long time. So I start with the mattress pad or protector. When I started to have kids, I said, we need a waterproof one. I don't want to be too gross, but everything that comes off of your body can end up on your mattress. And you don't want to clean your mattress. You rather clean your pad. So I change my mattress pad about every 3 to 4 weeks. I don't change it every time I change my sheets. There are lots of people that don't use mattress pads. I would highly suggest it. This one happens to be from Safe Rest. I've used this brand for many, many years. And anything that I can link, I will. But once you find something, at least once I find something, I keep it around for a while. So everything I'm using in this video might not be available, but things that are close, I'll link. So when you start making your own bed, you want to do it quickly. What I like to do is, especially if you live in a house that has a lot of different size mattresses, is I will take a Sharpie and I'll put K for king, Q for queen, F for full, that kind of thing, twin, whatever. Generally, not all the time, but generally, the tag will go in a lower corner of your bed. I get frustrated sometimes when I try to make it and I have it all wrong and then I have to start over. So again, generally, but not all of the time, the tag goes in a lower corner. I try to keep it in the lower right corner because when I'm making these, I want to go fast. I don't want to spend my time making my bed, which sometimes I'm good at and sometimes I'm not. So you're going to put on your mattress pad. Know what type of mattress you have in terms of size before you buy anything. I have a plain old king. There are several different sizes of pillows. Twin, full, and queen come with what you would probably consider a regular pillow. King have king pillows, and so they're bigger. You can put king pillowcases on any size pillow. You can't put any size pillowcase on a king. It won't cover it. So this is a pillow protector. This zippers. You don't change this every single time. There's a lot of opinions on there at how often you should change your pillows. People get attached to their pillows. So I always have a pillow protector on this. I change it when I need it, especially after maybe we've been sick, right? So how do you put a pillowcase on a pillow? Many ways to do it. This is how I do it. Any zippers I have facing down. So this pillow protector has a zipper. When I put on the pillowcase, I'll put the zipper on the bottom so it's not sticking out. Okay, now we're going to get the fitted sheet. Fitted sheet is the one that has the elastics. Oh, what a great job I did folding. No, not really. Some people can fold. I don't always fold. I just got these out of the wash anyway. So I didn't take the time to fold them before I put them on. Okay, you do want to try to get right side out. So pocket to corner, and hopefully I got the sizing right. One of my frustrations with sheets is that sometimes they shrink and they get harder and harder to get on. One of the things I consider an anatomy of a healthy bed is using as much 100% cotton as I can. If you can't, it's okay. Do your best. Always do your best. Get what you can afford. Get what works for you. I like 100% cotton. Some of the microfibers out there are nice. Polyester is not a favorite for me because I prefer cotton. It is sometimes hard to find cotton prints. So some people are fastidious and they'll get the pockets lined up completely. And I love that for you if you do that. I'm not going to do that exactly right now. So fitted sheet. This is the base. This is what you change every time you change your sheets. Again, you ask 100 people and they're going to give you 100 different timelines. I think a good rule of thumb is change them once a week. You're not going to die if you go longer than that, most likely, but I think once a week is pretty standard. If you're sick, at least in my house, what we do is we change the pillowcases every day when we're sick. Okay, so now, who knew that changing beds could be controversial? So some people do not use a flat sheet. I use a flat sheet. And I was taught to put the print down. Some people say, oh, the print has to go up. I put the print down because when you fold over the top, you see the print. Some people call it the fancy, and I like it. You'll see that this is a wider hem. This goes at the top of the bed. So you're going to get that nice and square, meaning fitting right. I get it as close to the right size as I can, and then adjust it as I go along. Now, after this, some people will just put a comforter on. Some people skip this step. I don't. I always sleep with a flat sheet. But what I put on next is actually a blanket. And I always use cotton blankets. And I tend to use ones that are not thin, that are heavier. This is 100% cotton. Again, I'm going to take that tag and I'm going to put it down in the corner. And you want to make it as even as you want. Sheets and blankets aren't always the same size. So adjust it the way you like it. If you like tucking yourself under, make sure there's a lot up here. Okay. Now, this is not going to be perfect because I'm not always perfect, but that's okay. You're probably not perfect either, and that's okay. You're awesome. So, hospital corners. What do you do with the side here? So this is how I do it. This is how I was taught. I used to be better at it, but I forgive myself. So I bring it up in roughly a triangle. I'm doing the sheet and the blanket at the same time. You can do it separately if you want. I'm going to tuck the bottom in, and then I'm going to bring this corner down. That was not perfect. Now, might not actually even be how you do it, but it's how I'm doing it today. And I think basically that's sort of how you have to go about your life, right? You're not going to be perfect every single day, but you're going to do your best. You should have fun. You should be gentle and kind to yourself and just get the stuff done that you need to get done. So we're almost done with this part. You can see that the bed's shaping up pretty nicely. Oh, I'm going to really hope I have pillowcases here. I do. So again, I just got these out of the wash. And like I showed you before, zipper on the bottom. And then it should just slide right in there. If you have fluffier pillows, it can be harder. And of course, because I'm filming, the other pillowcase is MIA. So we're just not going to put that other pillowcase on for now, and I'm going to get it later. Isn't that life, right? I put those on because that's what we like. And then the last part is whatever you choose to put on top. In the hotter months, I like 100% cotton quilt. I find them breathable. I like the weight of this combination of blanket, sheet, and quilt. In the cooler months, I do a comforter. We actually used to call it a puff. I don't know why, but a comforter. We can talk about duvet covers and stuff later. So I think, my friends, that we have basically made our bed. So if you're still watching, thank you. I'm new to this, and I think we're all human, and there's just so many ways to human, right? There's so many ways to be a person. So the healthy anatomy of a bed as I see it. You have your clean mattress. You have your mattress protector or pad. You have your fitted bottom sheet. 100% cotton is what I like. Then you have your flat sheet. Then you have a blanket. 100% cotton is what I use. And then you have your finishing touch, your quilt or your comforter. And then for your pillows, you have your pillow protector and then your pillowcase. There's a lot more. There's shams, there's other things. But the most important part is that you're clean and comfortable, that you're changing it every 1 to 2 weeks, the mattress pads every 3 or more weeks, and that it's a temperature and a feel that you like. Do what works for you. But this is how I keep the beds in my house happy and healthy, and I hope that's been helpful to you. So be kind, have fun, get it done, and thanks for visiting Timely Typical. I'm new at this, and I hope you come back to learn more.